Yeah, you've said it before, like commentators, fans, counterparts have been pretty critical of your game. But let's be honest, telling Piers Morgan to eat a dick was one of the most satisfying moments in your career.
Yeah, 100%. That was honestly, and then the fact that I actually jumped on Piers Morgan's show and we actually wwent head to head against each other.
How did that come about?
I don't fucking know, man. And then he started with that. He was like, he read what he said to me and I just said, yeah, eat a dick.
I know. You looked straight down the barrel like,
Yeah.
I did. I said, eat a dick. And he was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Well, I lost to Andy Murray, centre court Wimbledon, and I got smoked. Like I wasn't feeling good, and I remember I was walking to Chipotle in America, this Mexican joint. I was having like 5 Coronas, and I just open my Twitter, and I'm just like, Piers Morgan, Kyrgios, pack your toys and get out of London. I'm like, bro, eat a dick. Like I was just like, I got a guy here that doesn't look like he's ever ran in his life telling me to do that. Like I'm just like, bro, I'm not even hearing it. And that's when we actually went one-on-one against each other. At the start of the interview, he was like, look, I couldn't stand you. And then by the end of it, he was like, you and I are very alike. I'm like, yeah, because you see what the media put out for 30 seconds of a tennis match, a 4-hour tennis match that you see 30 seconds of it. You never had a conversation with me. It's like you're just completely judging someone on. It's fucking crazy.
It's like with all athletes, right? So as soon as you meet someone that you can't stand, by just watching them play and do their thing,
have
that one moment with them one-on-one, instantly change. Like I know you love your NBA. Like Kobe Bryant was a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Everyone hated Kobe Bryant the way he played. Like he played with so much passion, aggression, maybe a bit of arrogance. But as soon as you have to though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. People that don't play sport, they don't understand it. They have no idea about it. And I think, bro, for me, the Australian media painted me to be such a thing that I wasn't. It was a struggle for me because even when I met my partner that I have now, like she already had a preconceived idea
100%.
of how I was. It was like, and she said that, she says, I thought he was going to be volatile. I thought he was going to be arrogant. I thought he was going to be like being a volatile as a partner, like already having that preconceived idea, like I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm just going to be like, oh shit, what do I have to do to, and then I just said, I just need her to hang out with me one time. And she's like, wait, you're like so different to how, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with for the last 12 years of my life. Every time someone meets me, they just think I'm a nutcase.
It could be exhausting.
It is, and bro, it's cost, now it's okay because it's kind of grown legs and it's been successful, but it cost me millions of dollars, like with sponsors, because they thought I was a certain way when I wasn't.
Well, you've traveled pretty much across the whole globe.
Yeah.
Is there one tournament that stands out for you that you love playing in?
I think, yeah. I mean, look, Wimbledon for me is the biggest tournament there is. And I think non-tennis fans even know what Wimbledon is. You know, like people that don't even care about tennis, like if you've won Wimbledon, you become tennis immortality. And that was my thought process about it. You know, I don't fit in at Wimbledon at all. It's like I'm like a snowman in the desert there. So it's like...
You know, you remind me of a bit of NBA, a bit of Allen Iverson. Like
AI?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's definitely a compliment. I'll take that every day.
Yeah, you're shaking up the game, you know, like unapologetic. You take the court, you know, you're you. And like you said, you've got no regrets.
Yeah, I mean, AI, look, he's I would say one of my idols. So, but yeah, Wimbledon, man, like if you win Wimbledon, no one can say shit. I was so close. Novak Djokovic, that robot, man. He's too good.
I wanted to speak later in the show about Novak, but there was a bit of a feud between you two for quite a long time, I have to say. How the hell did you actually make up and now become good friends? Like, how did that end up happening?
Well,
a stubborn Serb with a stubborn Greek working.
Well, we were good friends again, and then we played each other a couple times, and I just wasn't supportive of some of the things he went on and did on the court sometimes. So I was very vocal about it, as you know, like very unapologetic. And then obviously that stuff with COVID happened. And then he was in our country and we deported him like he was some like crazy person. I'm just like, and then I just stood up for him. I was like, look, this guy is one of the greatest athletes to ever live. He wants to come to Australia, Melbourne, to put on a show for us as fans. And we put him in a refugee hotel and kicked him out of our country. I'm like, I don't care who it was. I would have spoken out on anyone like with that treatment. So I was like, we can't treat someone like that. And he's, you know, since that moment, he was like, you were the last person I expected to come out and back me up. And I think in a moment like that, when real shit's happening, I don't even know if I'm allowed to swear, but
no, you are.
With real stuff happening, like I went and he goes, look, like you were there for me when I was during a genuine life crisis. Like I was struggling with my mental health and you were the only colleague that stood up for me. So then ever since then, it's basically been, you know, mutual respect. And then we've got to know each other a bit more and we became friends. And then obviously the Wimbledon final happened. It was like a fairy tale. And now we speak all the time. I think Serbia's going to name a street after me in as well. So I'm going to go there, cut the rope.
You're kidding.
I promise you. So it's going to be crazy. I'm going to go there. I want to party with all the city of Serbia and just go crazy, man.
What makes Novak so great?
In my opinion, he doesn't do anything super amazing. Like, obviously he does, like, great backhand, great athlete, but it's more so just the composure and the consistency. Like, I feel like, we use this as an example, like Conor McGregor said to Floyd Mayweather, like, he wasn't his speed or his power, it was just his composure in certain moments. And that's exactly how I felt when I played Novak. It's like, doesn't serve unbelievable, doesn't like do anything unreal, but he's just so composed and plays the biggest points with poise, and under pressure is just so clutch. And I think that's just all it is.
Consistency, brother.
Just consistency.
Consistent.
Yeah, I felt like when I played him, I was like, fuck, this is like 30 years of just diligent, consistent work that I'm going up against.
I love that.
That's what I felt against him.
I love that. I love that. Tell me about that altercation with Ben Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
But when I first saw it, I thought you were talking to him, but
No.
yeah, okay. So
one of his teammates was like, or one of his like team members around that area kept telling me where to serve, how to play. And
would have burned me.
I'm playing Rafa Nadal in one of the biggest tournaments in the world, like quarterfinals. And I just turned back, I'm like, bro, like, do you play tennis? Like, are you good at tennis?
I lost.
And then he's just like, no. And I'm like, so why are you telling me how to play right now? Because it was like so loud, front row, like constant. And then like I looked at Ben, it just, all these things just come into my head at the same. And then I'm just like, do I tell him how to act? Like, I'm not going to go on set and start directing Ben Stiller on how to act. Like, it's just not happening. And then
you were spraying him while you were about to
yeah.
serve.
I was just like, do I tell him how to act? And then Stiller was just like, what the hell's going on? I've been dragged into this. And it was pretty funny.